Hello, lovelies. This is 5 Minute Manifesting, and I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening. I'm thrilled that you're here. And today I want to talk to you about should you give up on your manifestation? So I had this question, and they were asking if they should give up on their specific person and move on to a new specific person. And let me tell you, there's a very easy way to tell if you should give up on a manifestation or not. And it's to ask yourself this one question. So that question is, do I still want this? Do I still want this person, this specific person? Do I still want my ex back? Do I still want this job? Do I still want this amount of money? Whatever it is you're manifesting. And if the answer to the question is, yeah, absolutely, I do still want my specific person or ex back or whatever it is you're manifesting, then no, you shouldn't give up on it. You should keep going. Just because you haven't manifested it yet does not mean you should give up on something that you truly desire. Now, often people may think that so that they can protect themselves from disappointment, protect themselves from, you know, the feelings of failure around a manifestation that's not coming as quickly as they want. But that isn't going to make manifesting change. And it's certainly not going to make your desire change. And so if you're in a situation where you've been desiring the same outcome and it's been a long time, it's been a longer time than you think, then you should really ask yourself, do I still want this? Or do I just want this because I've been manifesting it for so long? And if you sit with yourself and you ask yourself that question, you will get an answer. You absolutely will. So this has been a long time ago, and I don't even know that I really actively pursued manifestation, but it was a relationship, and I had an ex that I really wanted back. And like I said, I'm not totally sure I was really actively applying manifesting. At that point in time, the sort of common thing to hear in the manifesting world was that you cannot manifest a specific person for a romantic relationship. And it was really common for people to teach that. Now, clearly, if you've listened to this podcast for any amount of time, you know that I don't believe that's true right now. I believe you absolutely can manifest a specific person for a romantic relationship. So this isn't about me not believing that right now, because I absolutely do. My podcast demonstrates that. But at that time, I wasn't totally sure. I was still very new to the concept of manifesting, and I wasn't actively applying it every single day of my life. But I wanted my ex back. I wanted a relationship with this person back. And I knew that this desire that I had to get back in a relationship with this person was something that I had. Now, there was a point where I had to stop really talking about it with my friends, with my family, because they were getting kind of judgy about it. But that didn't change my actual desire. I still really wanted this person back. And so and I would sort of, to accept this desire in myself, I would ask myself this question: do I still want him back? And if the answer was yes, and it was yes for a very long time, or, a seemingly long time to want something, I would just accept that about myself. I didn't let it hold my life back. I didn't put my life on hold until I got this relationship. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't really actively manifesting it, but I was really in tune with my desire, and I knew that I really wanted him back. And so I would just ask myself that question, and I would answer it honestly, which was, for a long time, was, yeah, absolutely. I want him. I want this relationship. That relationship was really good, and I really enjoyed it, and that's what I want. And I gave myself permission to want what I wanted, and that's what I did. That's absolutely what I did, and I accepted my desire. And like I said, I wasn't actively manifesting or even really thinking about applying manifesting to this situation at that point in time, until a point came where I didn't want him back. I didn't want that specific person to be my person anymore. I met someone new. And so a change came to the answer to that question. Do I want this specific person, my ex, back? And the answer, there came a day when the answer was no, I didn't want him back. And so if I had been actively manifesting at that point in my life, I would have been manifesting, applying manifesting techniques, and perhaps we would have gotten back together. Um, and then you can still change your mind. Like, you can still change your mind even when you do get your manifestation. You can manifest something different. You can, ask for something else. You're manifesting. I didn't really intend to talk about this tonight, but manifesting is really never complete. You're always going to be manifesting something new. You're always going to have new desires. So let's go back and just recap what I've said tonight. Should you give up on your manifestation? The answer to that question is no, if you still want that manifestation. The answer to that question is yes, if you no longer want that manifestation. It's pretty straightforward and simple. So, with that, I will say thank you for listening, and may you manifest exactly what you want.